40 odd years, 41 years now in travel.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, and you did your apprenticeship at Thomas Cook.
Yeah, I got married there. I was a late start. I didn't get married until I was 41, and I said I wanted to get married in Las Vegas. My wife says, "Come on, nobody's going to come all the way to Las Vegas." So the wedding manager at the hotels at the time said to Mark, "Why don't you just get married in Cyprus? We'll do an amazing wedding for you."
There's a lot of money being spent in Paphos.
Yeah,
and around Paphos Harbour. Paphos town, wow. I mean, last time I was there, it was being dug up.
A sequence. We don't do lap dancing, but we do your favourite dancing. We do dad dancing, which I've seen you do many times.
Welcome to Now Boarding.
Hello, welcome to episode 3 of our second series of Now Boarding, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of travel, sharing real stories from real people and places that make holidays unforgettable. I'm Phil, I'm the CEO of the Travel Village Group, and what makes this podcast different? Well, it is because we record every episode in just one take, so you get the laughter, you get the surprises, the unfiltered moments, exactly as it happens. And my hope is that these stories inspire your next adventure. And when they do, the Travel Village Group team, well, is ready to make it a reality. So listen, let's crack on. Today, I am so excited to be joined by one of my long-standing mates in the travel industry. Talk about that in a minute. Mr. Mark Richardson.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Mark, from Constantinou Bros Hotel chain in Cyprus. We go back. I think we started in travel basically the same time.
Yeah, when it was all black and white.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you should see it black and white because I've got this. If you're watching it, you can see it, but if you're listening, I've got a T-shirt with a test card on. You remember that test card where that girl used to sit there, and then when you'd wake up after a few drinks about 2 o'clock in the morning on the sofa.
She's got a chalk as well, and the stripy jumper on,
and there was that.
Yeah, that's when we started.
That's when we started. 40 years now in travel.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, and you did your apprenticeship at Thomas Cook pretty much, didn't you? Or Nielsen Travel.
Yeah, I went back. I started when I was 16 as a YTS, so yeah, I was doing that at college, but the real good thing for me was during 4 days a week, I was selling holidays, meeting the public, selling the holidays, meeting families, meeting couples, selling lots of different types of holidays and just learning on the job. So
you do both?
Yeah.
25 quid a week?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. So that's it. You started. You moved on. You did 10 years with Thomas Cook.
Yeah.
And then eventually you migrated, and you've been 20 years.
Yeah.
Now with Constantinou Brothers.
It's a long time. I mean, it's nearly 21 years, but I wouldn't be staying there if I didn't really love it.
No, I know.
Love the changes and love the family, the whole business. It will be easy to leave, but I want to stay.
I like to think that about our business, with it being a family business. I hope that's the same. I hope people, I could leave, but we don't want people to leave. We want them to feel part of the family. And actually, that's why I think our business is growing, is because, like yours, when people stay, when our customers come to us, we want our customers to feel like they're part of our family.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
Yeah, definitely.
And moving on to that, Mark, quite appropriately, Constantinou Brothers, what sets them apart? What is it? Explain Constantinou Brothers.
Constantinou Brothers was a family-run business which was set up by two brothers. So Constantinou is the family of the company which own it, and Bros is brothers. It's not your favourite boy band from the 90s. But yeah,
I think you're going to bring that up.
What sets it apart as a family business is Mr. Andreas Constantinou.
Yeah.
He's in his 70s. He's in the business every day. I was on holiday last week. I saw him walk up and talk to the maitre d'. I saw him talk to the manager of the hotel. Then I watched him walk in the kitchen. So he wants to talk to everybody. And the great thing is he's got 5 adult children who are all in different parts of the business. So there's 6 family members on site in the hotels every single day of the year. And it's just about providing the very best hospitality for their clients to ensure that they get repeat business year after year after year.
Yeah. And you've So what's this journey been like? Because you've seen that business evolve. I guess you've also probably seen the family come through.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I first started back in 2005, we had 2 4-star hotels and 1 3-star, and we watched the market develop, and we watched people want more luxurious hotels. So in that period, we opened a 5-star adult-only boutique hotel called the Asamina Suites. We had to add lots more facilities. What was right for a customer in 2000 isn't right for what's customer now. So we've had to add, in like the Athena Beach Hotel, we've added 37 swim rooms. We've added a rooftop bar at all the hotels. We've got 6 restaurants in there. We've got to continually adapt and change and make the product better for you and your clients when expectations grow. So we keep listening to customer feedback, seeing what people want on the menus, on the facilities, and deliver that, yeah.
And of course, you know, not just satisfied with working with Constantinou Bros. You got married there, didn't you?
Yeah, I got married there. I was a late start. I didn't get married until I was 41, and I said I wanted to get married in Las Vegas. My wife says, come on, nobody's going to come all the way to Las Vegas. So the wedding manager at the hotels at the time said to Mark, why don't you just get married in Cyprus? We'll do an amazing wedding for you. And I said, do you know what? Why not? So what you have to do if you get married abroad is make sure that all your friends and relatives, you tell them early so they don't go book a Tenerife or a Thailand holiday. They know that in June they're coming to your wedding as their holiday. So I had about 40 friends and relatives come out to the hotels, and I got married there. I had the Constantinou family were there, and the senior Aristos Diamidos, a good friend of yours,
yeah,
the general manager of the group. They were all at the wedding. We had a wonderful time, and I think that if you, in modern day society now, when we've all got challenges to save up for a mortgage, but everybody, you know, wants that wow factor wedding, you know, to get married in even the north of England, in sort of the Blackpool area or the Yorkshire area, you know, its average price is £25,000-30,000. But I'm talking about if you get married in Cyprus, we can do a wedding for you for £5,000, a wow factor wedding. And your friends and relatives, you know, can watch you do your speeches under the stars with brilliant cuisine. So I think, yeah, get married in Cyprus, save 25,000, put it on a house, or spend it on a Blackpool season ticket.
We always have a little top tip on each podcast, and we try to. And listen, listeners, viewers, there's your top tip here. If you want to save yourself 20 grand, go get married in Cyprus.
Yeah, no, I do it.
I'll tell you what, where did we stay? Well, the hotel we stayed at was in Conference.
What we did when we did your conference and we had the hotel exclusively shut for your group, because it's a very prestigious travel agency who provides us lots and lots of bookings and more future bookings.
Yeah.
We had the whole hotel shut because, you know, we don't want to disturb our guests, and we're having the conference, we're having the entertainment, everything, and the Greek Cypriot nights and the gala dinners. So yeah, it was our 5-star adult only Asamina Suites.
It's Asamina Suites, and the sunsets. This is this thing about the marriage, getting married over in Cyprus. The sunsets there.
Yeah, the sunsets are fantastic. The sunsets at Paphos, you can see it from the harbour, from the castle. You can see it from any of our 4 rooftop bars. There's points. It's very romantic there. It's there's hundreds of people every evening taking photos of that. I went on holiday to the hotel 3 weeks ago. I've not been on holiday there for like 3 years. My wife badgered me that she wants to go to Cyprus, so I caved in and we went. But we had an amazing time because it's very different to see a hotel when you're a customer and not at work, and you're enjoying the service, you're enjoying the hospitality. They're bringing you smoothies up in the daytime, cold towels while you're sunbathing.
And now
it is a very personalised one-to-one service, and it's all about how you make people feel and really looking after people, going the extra mile to ensure that their hard-earned money from their pensions or where they work, they get everything, squeeze every ounce of value and enjoyment out of it.
Well, we're going to come back to that about where people spend the pensions, because there's something quite interesting that I want to talk about, especially in the winter. But before that, you touched on some of the things about Cyprus and Paphos. There's a lot of money being spent in Paphos.
Yeah.
And around Paphos Harbour. Paphos town, wow. I mean, last time I was there, it was being dug up.
Yeah.
It looked like Malta in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Yeah,
It did.
you know, but wow, the money they spend there. People, what is the expectation when people come to Cyprus?
Well, a bit of background about Paphos. We're only 16 minutes away from the airport, so it's
Yeah.
a short transfer.
Tick.
And in 2017, Paphos was the European capital of culture. So a lot of that renovation and work happened in the old town, which is 1,000 metres above the harbour. So if you imagine the old town, it's all little narrow passageways, rustic artisan bars, restaurants. And then down in the harbour, it's very chic and elegant, lots of great bars, cafes. And I see you're wearing spectacles. I always get mine in Paphos because they'll look cheaper than the UK. It's about half the price, especially if you're old like me and you have to wear varifocals.
So take your prescription.
Take a prescription.
Two
Go
top
to
tips here. I
Paphos.
can't believe it. You're taking a liberty, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny. You might be friends, but I mean,
There's lots of couples in the opticians when I go there. They're saving £700 whilst they're there. So I know you like your spectacles. But yeah, so the harbour area is like that. And, there's a lot of variety. So for a client to get them the most out of their trip to Cyprus and Paphos, they've got to go to those areas, but they've got to get out as well. They've got to get into the Troodos Mountains, the Akamas National Park, maybe go across to Polis and Latchi and experience some of this. Now, they drive on the same side of the road as we do in Blackpool.
they do.
So that's good. It's very quiet there. Car hire is very inexpensive. You can drive around or you can take an excursion. Because if you imagine where Cyprus is in the Lower Eastern Mediterranean, all the people who's invaded it, occupied it, there's a big mixture of cuisines, architecture. So,
yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to do there.
I was going to talk to you about cuisine because the hospitality in Cyprus is fabulous. The food is, and it's such an eclectic mix of food in Cyprus.
Yeah.
You know, people would, I don't think people think about Cyprus in that way, if I'm being honest. Maybe they do. I certainly didn't until I went there.
Yeah.
You know, I bet the food choices and the cultures that influence the food is marvellous.
Yeah.
It really, really is. So we talked before, you mentioned about people with pensions, etc. As a winter destination, so many people go to the Canaries.
Yeah.
Standard. Okay. Yet Cyprus, people who play, we're talking about groups here we can move into, can't we?
Yeah.
Because bowling, the bowling groups, massive popular. We sponsor a bowling club here in Blackpool, and that's becoming more popular. Recent competition we just done at the Martin Institute, loads of people from around the country are coming to this tournament now. I mean, they used to go to the Waterloo, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, the Waterloo.
Yeah, I think we can make Martin Institute as big as that.
Yeah, yeah.
So listen, but bowling is so popular. I just recently had my great granddad's bowls all clean.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But and I used them. And I started, and I don't understand it. But in the winter, your hotels, that people say, okay, well, if the weather's not so good for a day or two, but you can bowl indoor, can you?
Yeah. I mean, look, the thing with Cyprus in the winter is, take November, the average daily temperature is 24 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
And it's warm in the sea as well. So first of all, even Christmas Day, last 2 or 3 years, it's been over 20 degrees on Christmas Day when we've had Santa Claus coming around. So our hotels, we need to get them full throughout the winter. There's not as many customers come in the winter like families. So we've got the bowls there. We've got 6 bowling greens. We've got indoor bowling as well. We've got the bowls coordinators. So whether you come as an individual, we can do the bowling for you, learn to bowl session, or we do a lot of groups there as well. And if you think about bowlers who bowl in the UK in the summer months, and they want a winter trip away, look, it's £500 to go somewhere fantastic like Warners, like Bodwell Castle, where I've been and I love it there, and you can go bowling there.
Yeah.
So what I say is £500 to go there is fantastic, but it's better to pay £850 and come for a week in Cyprus and have the sunshine, which you're not going to get in North Wales or Blackpool in November.
No, you're definitely not.
No, I can
guarantee that.
So bowling, we're massive on that for any bowling groups, and we had big links with the Waterloo when it was open. But what we've also got as well is we've got the ballroom dancing as well. Now, I know you're in that age category where you're falling into that, but you think about Strictly Come Dancing Saturday night, how many youngsters watch that, and how it's a great sociable way to keep fit. If you don't want to go to the gym or go running, and it's very social dancing as well. So we do lots of different types of dancing, like line dancing, salsa, a sequence. We don't do lap dancing, but we do your favourite dancing. We do dad dancing, which I've seen you do many times.
Well, I've got plenty of competition when you're around, don't you worry.
And the other things what we do for maybe a little bit more mature, but coming younger each year, we've got the bridge rooms there. I've got the bridge.
Yeah.
And for any of your clients who are golfers, Phil, there's 4 golf courses in Cyprus, but they're all located in Paphos.
No.
So we've got all the storage for the golf clubs. We've got the links with the golf courses. So if you've got any golfers, they've been to Belek and they've been to Portugal and Spain, and they want to come somewhere else, then we're ready and waiting for them.
I'll tell you one thing you haven't mentioned, especially in the winter, cycling.
Cycling, yeah.
Now, there you go, because you got storage, haven't you, for bikes?
Yeah, about 20 years ago, we didn't see any cyclists in Cyprus at all. They were all going to Canaries and all going to Balearics.
To Mallorca, down the east coast of Mallorca. Yeah.
And when I speak to them, they say to me, Mark, we've been there so many times. We just fancy something different. And we've got really beautifully paved roads in Paphos and the surrounding areas. They can cycle up in the Akamas National Park. They can go right up the Troodos Mountains. And we've got space for 300 bikes. We've got the washdown service. We've got the lockers. It's 24-hour security. So whether you're a triathlete or, you're a mature man in lycra shorts like you are today, or whether you're a family or you're mountain biking, we've got it completely covered if you've got any clients who are into their biking.
Listen, we've got some great people in our business in the Travel Village group, both in the Travel Village and the Holiday Village. If people are listening and watching, please give us a call. If you're interested in taking a group out to do bowling or dancing, cycling or golf in Cyprus, please talk to us, because we've got people with all those interests in our business.
I've just got one more for you, Phil, as well. No, it's a new one. Actually, next month I'm doing my first educational trip, which is solely for walkers. So we're going to take them up into Rambling, yeah. So you get your Berghaus gear on, get up there with us. We're going to go up in the Troodos Mountains, in the Akamas National Park, and it's like holidays with 3 walks in it as well. So we're taking about 20 journalists and walkers. That's my next thing, to push out walking holidays.
Well, that's going to be great.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a good one.
I love talking about destinations. Cyprus is just so cool. Listen, I was going to ask you to paint a picture of Cyprus, but I think you've already done that. Because
Cyprus is a wonderful island. It's the people. It's how they make you feel. It's how they are family. It's the cuisine. It's the hospitality. It's the quality of service, what they do in the hotels. It's the cleanliness, and it's somewhere nice and safe as well. Whether you're a young couple, a mature couple, a family, there's something for everybody there.
So let's talk about your 3 hotels, because you've hit the nail on the head there. Okay, honeymooners, people who are looking for adult-only experiences, families, and then also solos. UK, and actually, if we talked about dining, all-inclusive or B&B, you cater for all those, don't you? All hotels do cater for those.
Yeah, with regards to food, what we do there, your client can pick bed and breakfast, half board, full board, or a premium all-inclusive. But, we're not if we do the premium all-inclusive, we don't want you to go to the bar. No, you sit down. A waitress or waiter will come over. They will serve you. They will bring you crisps and nuts and serve your drinks. You never go to the bar. It's all branded international drinks. So anything which you'll find in a nice bar in Liverpool or Leeds or Nottingham, that they're included. And it's all, the food there is off the charts. There's between 4 to 6 restaurants in the hotels. There's adult-only breakfast rooms. There's the elite class rooms and suite breakfast rooms. So there's a lot of choice. I mean, last November, December, we had 900 travel professionals with a couple of travel agents, consortia conferences, and they fed back to me. Remember, these people have been all over the world in all the hotels. They always say to me, Mark, the food here is to die for, and it's the service as well.
It's the people, isn't it?
Yes, the people.
We have our first-hand experience of that, which leads me nicely onto your repeat rate.
Yeah.
I mean, you have huge amount of people, once they've been to Constantinou Bros, who want to come back.
The name of the game for us is that we want repeat business. We want to create such a fantastic holiday for people that they return year after year. I went to a meal last year for a client who had been over 100 times, and we said
That's some going there.
100 times, 5 times a year for 20 years. But our guests who come back even for the second visit get a club loyalty benefit reward card. So we give them the card, they flash it when they come back, and they get an extra 15% off any food, drinks, the hairdressing salon.
Hey, I won't be needing that.
And the spa as well. And so we look after our regular clients. We send them Christmas cards every year and encourage them to rebook for their local travel agents or home workers.
Yeah.
We don't want any direct business. We want it through fantastic companies like yourself, the tour operator partners who you work with, whichever your colleagues like to use.
Absolutely. What we're going to do is, I've loved this. This is great. And I think all our listeners are really going to get quite excited about Cyprus. If they've never been, I think you've really nailed it today, mate. I knew you would. I knew you would. But I always like to ask people a few little questions.
Okay.
And when we do these podcasts, it's a bit of a now boarding special. Beach holiday or city break?
Oh, I love city breaks. I really do love city breaks, yeah. I know I sell a beach holiday product, but I'm really boring. I like looking at things, visiting things. My wife tells me off for wanting to go to museums. I had to tell her the Bernabeu Stadium, Madrid, was a museum to get her to go there. But, you know, I'm old, I'm mature. I'm into river cruises, city breaks. Yeah.
Good lad. What's the first thing you do, right, when you check into a hotel?
I go to the minibar and eat the Kit Kat or the Pringles. That's why I probably...
That's the most expensive Kit Kat you'd ever eat. What's your favourite Cypriot dish?
My favourite Cypriot dish, well, the one I couldn't do without is halloumi cheese.
Oh.
Particularly when it's been made in the villages and in our hotels.
And grilled.
It's closer to where they've made it, and it's grilled and it's squeaky and you've grilled it. It's just the very, very best one. I'll give you another top tip though. Apart from our hotels, the village of Omedos in Cyprus, if you get a car,
Omedos.
There's a wonderful meze at Sto Giannis Tavern up there, and they do a...
Sounds Welsh.
Yeah, it does sound Welsh, yeah. A wonderful meze up there in the mountains. That's nice as well.
Is it really? Mrs. Nuttall goes mad for the halloumi.
She loves it, yeah.
Oh, loves it. Good choice, that. One item that you never travel without?
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Now, I tell you what I do. I always like a good book, and we're full of technology, and we're all teched up, and we've got our bits and pieces. But I need a paper book so I can read a paper book. So yeah,
good one. That. If you could stay in a Constantinou Bros Hotel tonight, which one would it be?
Okay, I would stay in the Asina Beach Hotel.
Would you really?
Because I got married there, so it brings back wonderful memories. You know, so I'd stay in there. It was that good, the wedding. I'd probably do my next wedding there as well. But
you're right, sure. Mark Hamill or Mark Zuckerberg?
So Mark Hamill's the guy at Star Wars, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll take the Star Wars guy, yeah. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg, fine, he brought us Facebook and all those things, but I think we'll go Star Wars.
I'm with your stuff.
When it was simple in 1976, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Or Princess Leia.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yorkshire tea or Lancashire hot pot?
Oh my God, well, being from Wakefield in West Yorkshire, I'm going to have to go for...
You're not, are you?
I'm going to have to go for Yorkshire tea, Taylor's of Harrogate, or over Betty's hot pot.
Taylor's of Harrogate. It's all right there, actually.
Harrogate is really nice, yeah.
It is a lovely place. Oh, mate.
Yeah, it's a good spot, yeah.
I've had a great time talking to you.
Well, I've really enjoyed it as well. Thank you for having me over here.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it too, Mark. Listen, Mark from Constantinou Brothers. Thank you, everybody, as usual, for listening. I hope the stories that we've talked about today and that Mark's delivered for you are really inspired for your next adventure, hopefully to Cyprus, and I'm sure at Constantinou Bros Hotels. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You'll never miss an episode. Follow us on Instagram at NowBoardingTVG, and that you're going to get all the behind-the-scenes content, things like that. And if today's chat had you dreaming of your own special getaway to Cyprus, then call the team at the Travel Village Group. They'll help you turn this into reality. So from me, Phil, CEO of the Travel Village Group, thank you for listening and watching. Goodbye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.